All right. So on the other hand, right? So recently in the news also too, Cardi B, right? Cardi B proved, she ain't as ratchet as she looks.
I wouldn't be too quick to say that, Cap. I wouldn't be too quick. Hey, Cap, straight to say, don't be hasty to credit, man. That's a little hasty what you just said.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Look at what she did, man. She's
still ratchet. She just,
That's what I said. She's not as ratchet as she looks. She know a little bit of something. It says Cardi B sounds off on race and nationality. A lot of people don't know the difference. That's true. A lot of people don't know the difference, right? Which is, it's really the same thing, but a lot of people don't know the difference. A lot of people think that, you are whatever your mama is because you came out of it, right? Get that in Numbers 1 and 18. Go ahead and read some of that. I'll read the article. Go ahead and find the scripture. It says, Cardi B is setting the record straight about her ethnicity and making it clear that there is a difference between what ethnicity, race, and nationality means. Whatever. Okay. That ain't the part where I'm talking about she ain't as ratchet. We're going to get that in the video, right? Read that Numbers 1 and 18.
Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So you are what your father is. Your race, your nationality, the nation that you belong to is according to your father, right? And Cardi B happens to be a Simeonite. Simeon in the Bible is what you would call Cardi B. Dominicans, a so-called Dominicans is what the slave masters, is what the Spaniards called them, right? Read that next paragraph. Cardi B. Cardi said
that recently, while she was in California, someone told her she ought to represent for Mexican people. She corrected them and said, I am not Mexican at all. I'm West Indian. And I am Dominican.
So her mother is West Indian and her father is Dominican. Read on.
I speak Spanish because I'm Dominican. And it's like, so what's the difference between Dominican and Mexican? And it's like everything.
No, it's not. It's really not a difference at all. You both Israelites.
Right.
Dominican is Simeon in the Bible and Mexicans are Issachar. It ain't no difference at all. Read that next part.
People just don't understand SH, she adds. It's like Cardi's Latin, she's not black. And it's like, bro, my features don't come from white people. Effing. Okay. And they always want to race bait when it comes to me. I have Afro features. Oh, but your parents are light-skinned. All right. But my grandparents aren't.
And that's a lot when it comes to the Northern Kingdom, so-called Hispanics, right? Because they come out many different shades of brown. A lot of them got the dark grandma that they had in the kitchen. Who was that? What was his name? Louis Gates. Henry Louis Gates. He went to Hispaniola, and they told him the history of the dark grandma that they had in the house. They let nobody see her, the dark grandma, the dark grandfather, right? Because a lot of them are different shades. Go to Hosea. Let's pull in Hosea to show you that. Go to the video. Let's go to the video. I want y'all to hear Cardi B speak. That's the part I was talking about. She ain't as ratchet as she look.
All praises.
Yeah, that's a little bit of sprinkled truth. You get some of them try to get a little bit deep. I'm not all the way, ratchet. I got a little bit of truth. I know a little something.
I learned something on them poles.
Come on.
Read that.
Hosea chapter 7 and verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
So that's what the so-called Hispanics did. They mixed themselves with the people, and they came out, different shades of brown. There was already different shades, but they mixed themselves to where you got some of them that are very light, and some of them are very dark. It's like a cake not turned.
Right. Hey, you see? I hope you see what's going on. This is not just a
get the timestamps for that video.
It's like a wake-up call. The Most High is a genius. He's going to constantly put these Israelites in these high positions in these places where they're going to be forced to search out the truth.
Yep.
All right? They're going to be forced to learn who they are. And that's exactly what you're seeing.
Yep. A lot of them know, but the money is too good for them actually to speak out on.
Right.
One dude he didn't really said nothing about it, but you can see by his actions that he knows the dude from Jagged Edge. He's one of the twins. Yeah, one of the twins from Jagged Edge. On the new CD cover, he has
with fringes on.
He took on the album. That's major album cover that's going all over the world. He took his picture with fringes on, the border of blue and everything, man.
Yeah, and on like the videos and stuff that he still had on the fringes and border of blue.
Yeah.
Same Wale from Boys to Men.
Just give it up, Asana. Give it up.
Yeah. Let's go to the video.
Jagged Edge. All praise, brother.
We appreciate you.
Hey, it got some cussing in it too. So you got kids want to leave out of here, cover their ears.
Earmuffs.
Put them on. Play that.
Earmuffs.
And then they just be so confused, and they want to dictate your race so bad. And it's like, bro, pick up a passport, or pick up a book so you can fucking know. And know the oppression that these...
Is that it on it?
Play it. What you doing?
Go to the next one.
Nah, because it's crazy, right? Because some island women, some artists, they are from like the same islands as me. People will be like, oh, they black, but because Cardi speaks Spanish, she's not black, even though we have similar features, same skin complexion, but no, they wanna not put Cardi in it because I speak Spanish. They want to act like when Cardi used to go to the motherfucking stores, these white bitches was behind me like, can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? Like if Cardi didn't come from a hood that continuously get oppressed, people get treated like shit.
Pause it.
Yeah,
go to Jeremiah 50:33.
I'm telling you, y'all. Most I ain't playing. He's gonna constantly put those celebrities, those who still sleep, he gonna force you to go search out.
And think about it. She's a millionaire. Yeah. She's rich.
Yeah. Right.
And she is telling you, I'm oppressed just like
y'all.
Still. I grew up in the same
escape
hoods.
These curses, man. You can't escape.
I grew up in the same hood as you. Jeremiah 50:33. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah.
Children of Israel be your so-called Hispanics and Native Indians. And the children of Judah, your so-called blacks and your West Indians and your Haitians. Read.
Were oppressed together.
Oppressed together. Right. We going through the same trials and tribulations.
And it is major because one instant you'll see a video of Southern Kingdom getting jacked up. Yep. And then not too many days apart, you'll see Northern Kingdom getting jacked up.
Yep.
Same video.
Hey, we're going to pull it out in the international section too. You're going to see the oppression together. Go back to the video.
Everybody gets oppressed where I'm from by the same people. Everybody over here gets everybody here, whether they Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, African American. Every single time when a guy or woman gets harassed, everybody.
She just named all Israelites.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Everybody have each other's back here. It's not like, oh, well, they ain't my people, so we ain't taking up for them. That's not how it works out here. That's not how it works in the Bronx. And Cuban envy, you know it.
Pause it. Now, see, the thing is, out there in the Bronx, you know, blacks, Hispanics, Jamaican, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, all got each other's back, but we got each other's back in wickedness.
Right.
It's not in righteousness. If we was to come together in righteousness under God's commandments, now we can move some mountains. We can do some things as a people. But as long as we keep doing it together in wickedness, God just going to keep punishing us together in the wickedness. Right. Keep being oppressed in the wickedness.
And that's the purpose of this Independence Day, because on the plantation, they separated us skin color, tall, short, old, young, whatever, all of that. And they still got us celebrating this oppressive holiday that keeps us separated by skin color, language, height, whatever the case may be.
What party do you vote? All that type stuff. Let the video play.
So I just hate that shit. Like, it's like people don't be knowing, because America don't teach people about different races, different nationalities, different countries. No, they do teach about different countries. American school, they do teach about different countries. But they teach about like they teach about white
go ahead and say it.
Countries. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with white folks and everything, but it's just like they don't really like teach you like who's your brothers, who's your sisters, which countries where your brothers and sisters were taken to, were slaves to. They don't teach you that.
Hey, look, llisten to this. They not gonna teach you that. That's what I said. She gonna tell you who taught her that stuff too. They not gonna teach you that in their school system. Why would they teach that? Because this is why they don't do it. If they taught that the Hispanics got the same history as blacks do, and you just happen to hear Israel screaming on the corners with a loud microphone and a speaker, and we say blacks and Hispanics are the Israelites, you both suffer the same curses, and the light turn on just like that.
Right.
That now there's no more of us celebrating their Independence Day, because we're going to wake up to who we are and understand that our true independence came when we was delivered out of Egypt from the hand of Pharaoh. That was our Independence Day.
Right.
And our new Independence Day is going to be when Christ deliver us from Babylon the Great.
That's right.
We waiting on our Independence Day, but they're not going to teach you that, because they want the slaves to stay asleep and to stay docile and to stay divided. That's how you conquer a nation. Christ said that a nation divided or house divided cannot stand. So as long as some of us are keeping the commandments, some of us don't keep the commandments, we're going to be weakened as a nation. Of course they're not going to teach it to us. That's why we got to study the Bible. That's why we got to seek out the truth, so we can put these pieces together, and God can turn on the light for us and lead us back to him. But as long as we doing it in wickedness, he'll let us stay right there where we at. Keep being oppressed.
There you go.
Keep being oppressed.
Understand, because the Most High always fought for Israel. We ain't had to do nothing. As long as we was in our right mind, the Most High would step in. He would go before his army and put the fear of Israel in the hearts of the oppressor or our enemy. But now what you see, he fell back. Y'all don't need me right now. Y'all still ain't getting your right mind. I'm going to let y'all handle it. And look how far we've gotten so far.
Hey, play that next part. Play that part.
So, like me, for example, I didn't really know much about the Dominican Republic. My dad had to teach me the history about the Dominican Republic, because the schools don't teach you. Like it's like sometimes you will see, like for example, my cousins from my dad's side, they're really light. They got blonde hair, and I used to ask like my dad, it's like why we don't look alike. Like I don't understand why we don't look alike, but you say that we're cousins and we're related. It's like why me and my sister don't look like my cousins, aunts and shit like that. And then like my dad always taught us the history. Like he taught us the history about the Dominican Republic. Why some look like this, why some look like that. And he taught us why certain countries, why certain islands why certain islands people talk differently. Like for example, like why Jamaicans talk like that, because they were invaded by the British. Like listen Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, they were invaded by the Spaniards. So many of our different islands were invaded by these big European countries, and that's why everybody speaks differently. And all these big European countries brought slaves to these islands. That's why everybody, every islanders, Haiti was invaded by the French. That's why some speak French. I think Aruba was by the Dutchess. The Dutch. That's why they speak Dutch, and that's why everybody look alike and everything, but everybody speak different languages because these countries were invaded by different European countries. That's why some speak English. That's why some speak Spanish. That's why some speak French. That's why some speak Dutch.
Going to 1140.
And it's the same with Africa as well. A lot of these countries were invaded by these European countries. That's why some speak Spanish, some speak French, but they, with their own different ways. And it's like America, these schools, they don't teach you that. Like, you gotta really teach yourself that, or you really gotta ask your parents these type of questions.
There we go.
Because then some people will ask a question to somebody like, hey, aren't you this? But if you're this, that means that you're that because you speak this language. And it's like, no, it's not the same. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, go to Job chapter 8, verse 8. She said you got to learn that stuff outside of school. And she's right, man. To be honest with you, I've learned more about history and about our people once I got out of school. Once I got out of the system that I was in, that they was teaching me how to be a good wage worker and to glorify their holidays and glorify their presidents. Once I got out of that and started searching for my own truth as a people and our own identity, it led me back to the Bible. And that's what it says. Read that, Job 8 and 8.
Job chapter 8 and verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age,
of the history of what happened to your people. Inquire about that. And a lot of blacks and Hispanics, we hate history, especially the old folk. They hate history because it reminds them of the pain that they grew up in. But you gotta search that thing out to find out who you are. Read on.
And prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
You gotta do a little bit of Googling here, a little Googling there. Go ahead.
For we are but of yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow.
Read.
Shall not they teach thee and tell thee and utter words out of their heart?
And they're going to teach you. So when you do some inquiring about your forefathers and your foremothers, the history that happened to them is going to teach you. Don't celebrate Independence Day.
Right, exactly.
Look at that. They was hanging us and raping us and using our kids as gator bait, and they're going to do the same thing to you in the future. The only difference is it's going to be covert. It won't be as out in the open as it was with me. They're going to teach you that. And that'll lead you right back to the Bible where you will come across, they shall be upon thy seed forever.
Right.
And you see what's going on. You see, it sounds like just a regular old rant, but this is putting the fear in our enemies' hearts right now. Because they seeing now, hold up, what these brothers been teaching on the corner is finally reaching the top shelf now. You see that? To the point where now you see Cardi is ranting about your nationality, how important it is.
Hey, and I'll tell you this, though. I'll tell you this about that. They didn't show all of that.
Of course, they can't.
When that whole article and stuff, when Cardi B was talking about ethnicity and race, they showed a 1-minute clip of it where she said, I ain't Mexican, what the, and then they cut it off.
Right.
But when you watch that whole thing, you see she knows a little bit about history, about the oppression between blacks and Hispanics and what's going on with us and how you don't learn this stuff in the school. Now, if the ratchet people that actually listen to her disgusting lyrics saw that side of her, they would inquire. They're ask questions.
Searching out.
But they don't want that. They want you to stay dumbed down and stay twerking in the clubs to the music that she makes, so you'll never find that stuff out. Because if you actually found that out, you'll be enlightened. You'll be like, man, I can't listen to this. I can't listen to this stuff right here. And you won't buy the albums. The sales go down. They ain't trying to have that. Keep Nick Rose asleep.
wanna make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.